Someone help! Where did you get that gear from?
Rustplus.com, helping you get the skins you want.
I was running. Wait, help me stick through this wall. I was literally running back for an airdrop. Yeah, I was running back for an airdrop. Break the wall, help me break the wall, help me break the wall.
Are you on it? Are you on it?
Wait, no it's not. Chewbacca, come here and do it. Chewbacca, come here and do it. Ow, no. Oh. No. Shoot it.
What the fuck? It's a trap.
Who's this guy?
Hey bro, are you here to help me?
Hello.
Hey bro. Thank you. Right, okay, you see this? Yeah, this one.
Right, yeah, you right,
so
get
many
gun and stuff.
fucking people kept door camping me.
Are they
This
getting?
way.
Yeah.
All there. Just help
Shall I
me.
shoot?
Best
Go,
do
go,
it.
go, go, go.
Bye. They fired each
Ha! I killed him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not too bothered about the loot. I'll take a bit. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take whatever.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Is he dead already?
He fucking headshot me one shot kill. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Hey pal. So guys, this is the actual mechanism and trap itself. This is the actual base that we built on the server. You see here, it's quite straightforward. We have basically disconnected this section from the actual base, which gives us the actual stability trap. I'll quickly show you here how it's done, show you it actually working as well. We're just manipulating sockets like we did in the last one, nothing major. You'll see here, as you fire up, drops the floor and drops them out. Now there's different ways, I'm sure you could probably do this if you play around with it, but it is quite straightforward to actually do. Now I'll quickly show you on dry land how to do it before I show you in the water, because it's a bit difficult to show it properly in the water. Now all you have to do is have these foundations here. You then go and take a triangle foundation, get it as close as you can to the back. You'll see it just click blue. It is difficult in the water as well, trust me. Now that's a bit lower, but just for this clip I'm just going to show you for speed more than anything. Now if we attach to there, you will now see that that is nothing to do with the actual base. So this isn't actually covered under your upkeep either, so you need to bear that in mind. We kept having to come back and repair this. Now if we just basically, just a quick example, just want to show you it actually works more than anything. So if we take a half wall, say here, this will be a twig, and you'll have, say, your floor piece connected to that socket. Stone that up. Obviously we had it door there, so come round here and stick a door on it here. So we activated it when we heard someone, and we just shot this floor out from inside. You see there, it drops the floor. Really simple. The only downside is you have to keep repairing this. You need to make sure you've got access to this section here to actually fill it up. If you do it in the water like we did, you can just swim in and fix it basically. Now I'll show you how to actually build it in the river. Now it is difficult, so just bear that in mind. It can get annoying because simply you have to piss about, try to make sure you get that in the right section. You have to manipulate a lot of small walls as well, and you have to bring the flooring out around the end of it to splay it out so people can't see the actual twig and shoot it out. But we'll go through all that and I'll show you exactly how it's done in the river. So you want to try and find a river mouth that's quite high up at the back. This is so you can hide the mechanism against the wall. Now I'm going to take the water away for some of the section just so you can actually see what's happening, but I'll show you how difficult it is now to actually place it down. Now first of all, you want to start. The easiest thing I found to do was put your foundations in first and just keep checking to make sure it's close enough to the back wall. You can't go through the wall in some instances, so that one would be too close. Now it may actually be easier coming from the side. You just want to try and tie it in just so it's right at the edge. Drop it in like so, take it through it, and just also make sure you can actually get all the way around, because you want to create the room in the middle as well. Now you see there we struggled, but we can actually still use that. Ideally you would have a foundation in there, but it's okay because it's still keeping that in place. Now we'll get rid of these two. You can see we still have the U shape that we wanted. Now another quick test to do before you actually build anything more is try and get some wall frames in. See how it looks. Now see, that will actually work quite well because it still goes through the rock. Now the hard bit, this can be an absolute pain in the arse as we found. However, you literally just go till you can get it blue, stand on the actual tile, drop it in, keep swimming back and checking. Now that's for a first time placement, that was pretty much perfect. And that's all you need to do. Now if we take that up to here, this section will be the half wall. This is the section you're going to shoot out right here. So we'll store up all the sections that will be stoned up. You try and do as much of it in the water as possible so you know it is actually physically possible to do. I don't want people to think it's one of those traps that you can't actually carry out when you can. So now that's in place, you can see there that top one would be stone so people don't see the twig. So the twig's now covered by the rock face. So if we come down here just for speed's sake, drop that in place, take that down. Now your floor piece is going to go here. So when that twig shoots out, that floor piece drops out as well, or you can put it there regardless, both of them are going to fall. So in this section you're going to want to put a window in here so you can actually see down and shoot into them. Now that's probably a little low to do with, yeah, it could probably be a bit higher. So if you find that issue, start off with a low wall, but with a half wall below, then put your window one up, because they're going to be swimming here anyway. Now that will work well with your door to actually access, because you're going to want to access to get any loot, and you're also going to want to access so you can repair the actual section of the trap. If we just close all this off, put that in place, you can have another door, window, it's really up to you. You could go with a half wall and a full wall, just close this section up fully. There you go. Now this bit up here, because these aren't connected, this won't affect the trap itself. Go ahead and stone that up. You'll see it will overlap a little, don't worry. It's just part and parcel when you build this. You can't get it absolutely perfect. I've tried and tried and tried. It doesn't work. You can't do it. So you may be able to do it. But personally couldn't be able to do it myself. So you see here, we now have the floor in place. Lock that up. This will be your bait door. So put that as wood. Spin it round, and you just basically build your base around that. Now one thing to note, you will have to make sure your cupboard is above the water. So the best thing to do is bring it out, lift the foundation and stagger the foundations out, the actual base. That's why ours looked so AIDS, because we had to stagger it. We started off with a 1 by 1 here and just built from there. And these were just basically joining. So with basically a little base attached, and you can come back into this one here. If it lets me, it should. There you go. So you can effectively build your base around the actual thing itself. Now, I'm not going to build the full base, I just want to show you the mechanism itself. Remember, the key things are you can access this section so you can repair it because it's not covered under the TC. You need to make sure that's the case. Now, we'll just test it quickly just to show that it definitely works. Done. Super easy to put back together. All you're going to do is swim inside, put the twig in first, and that will be your stone section. And you want to put your floor, make sure your floor piece is attached to that stone piece at the top. Now, I found personally that it was easier to come in and swim in the actual base itself. I put a triangle piece on the wall that was left, and I'll go from above and drop in and put everything back in place, and I could do the floor as well and check the stability. You see the stability there is 9. Then when I was done, I would just basically get rid of that. And that is it. Now, another key thing to note is you're going to try and want to hide this as much as possible. So put floors and attach all the way around just to try and cover it. Now, this is all attached to this back one. Now if I blow that out, it's not going to take it out. I'll just show you now. Done. This centre one has to be attached to these two, so make sure you do these two first. Put it in place. I'll just show you again. The best way to see if you've done it right is it'll be in like a little angle. So have that in place. Come back up top. It's easy to do it from up here. Lock that down, check stability, again 9%. Stone that up, done. Now it does look a little obvious from down here, I know. So you have to be creative with how you do it. I mean, not a lot of people will notice because building is at age at the minute and people are staggering fucking foundations everywhere. Make sure from this section as well you're covering up the edges so no one can see that the actual foundation, the actual floor piece itself is spinning around. You just make it inviting to someone coming in. As soon as you've got it, knock it out and they're stuck. You can put a ladder up, but if you're inside with the window, just put a roof piece connecting off of this one and that'll keep them in. They can't get out at all. But not a lot of people are going to be carrying ladders all the time with them, so it's not too much of a thing. Now, play with that actual mechanism itself. You may be able to tidy it up, you may be able to do it a bit different. This is just what we found easiest and quickest to put up and have a play with it. So the next clip from me is definitely going to be a group base. I've said it for a while. I try and probably get it out back of the weekend if I can. So let me know how you get on if you do try it. And just have fun with it.
I go la 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 la.